Hello, welcome back to another episode of my Garage podcast. Hopefully, right now I just have a millennial pause, but in this video, it's gonna be another philosophy video because I just kind of want to explain what happened last week and why I didn't have an episode. That's kind of more of a reason I just want to explain. Well, basically, last week, this past like couple, actually this past week, maybe even last week, I just been dealing with serious burnout. For these last like 3 semesters, I've just been working nonstop at school. Um, like over the summer, I did 2 classes, and last semester I did 16 units. This semester I'm taking it a little lighter. I'm taking 13. It's still a full schedule, but one of the classes I'm taking is about to finish up. And then my first semester uh, was 15 or 13, I don't remember off the top of my head. And then over the winter of that first year, I took 1 class. And I don't know, I feel like it's just catching up to me. And I think it's been inevitable to catch up to me. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how, like, I realized I was burnt out. Um, some good and bad news over this past couple week. I got accepted to Cal Poly SLO, and that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. But the UCs are starting to roll out, and I did get rejected from UCI. I that was on Saturday when I got rejected, and I don't know. It's sad because um, they have a good business program, but other than that, it's just I don't know if I would do well at that school. It's kind of, from what I see and what I understand, it's kind of an isolated school. I mean, it's cool. It would be cool to live like near like at least like within an earshot of Newport and Laguna and be able to go that area kind of often. Um, and I know some people that go to that school. Um, but I didn't get in. But for SLO, I did get in. It's just uh, I didn't really think I was gonna get into SLO because I was missing some classes, but I did get in, and hopefully I'll be able to finish those classes over the summer, depending on what other schools I get into. Um, Berkeley's coming up, and UCLA and UC Santa Barbara, and those ones, uh, Berkeley and LA, I'm really nervous about, especially Berkeley, because I don't know, I would find it, I want to go to that school, and I would find it cool to be going there. Last week, the reason I didn't upload a video was because I just kind of procrastination and um, uh, kind of not wanting to do it, honestly. I just gave myself a break this week and last week from this because I've had a lot of things I needed to do, especially because one of my classes is finishing up, so it's ramping up with my quizzes, and I have a final on Sunday. And then next week I have spring break, so I'm pretty excited for that. Just a little break. I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Maybe I'll hang out with friends or something. But it's just I don't know. It's just been kind of a the hectic past couple weeks because I've just been feeling down ever since my car got stolen. That's just been kind of, I feel like, raining on my parade. Um, and in times like this, I have to remind myself about my mentality. At first, I was really self doubting and just like being really anxious, but I don't know. I realized I have to take a second and I have to take a look at the whole picture and just see what I've done. It's a lot easier to say that than doing that, but just realizing that I truly don't know what's going to happen next, and I just got to remain positive. And then with that positivity, there's like so many things I can do. And if I'm just in this self-loathing cycle, like how am I supposed to get out of it if I'm constantly thinking that I suck, or I there's things that I can do better at. And so um I like had to take a second to like take like kind of meditate and take a step back and focus on what I need to do, and not just being in this like depressive state. Even though it's normal to be in this, but being it for too long, it just kind of sucks. And I don't know, I really hate that feeling. Um, so so yeah, and going back to, I'm kind of all over the place, but I said going back to getting into slow, that was really surprising for me because, like I said, I'm missing some stuff, but hopefully I'll be able to do it over the summer and add it to my FAFSA. Um, and if things don't go right, I still have slow. And I've when it comes to UCI, I've heard a lot of people, or just kind of on social media, just going through TikTok, I've seen a lot of people get rejected and a lot of people get accepted. So all I can really hope is just for the best and just kind of hope there's a light at the end of the tunnel because a lot of the time I don't know, I get mad at being comfortable because uh I want I feel like I want so much more out of life, and there's so many things that life has to offer. And knowing that, I I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself, but I feel like I put too much pressure on myself where it gets to the point where I won't do, like, it's hard for me to start things because of the amount of pressure I put on myself. And in those moments, I just need to take a step back and realize I just can't keep going like this, like a maniac. And it's just not healthy, and it's not possible that somebody can do this, even though that's kind of all I want to do. Um, I've kind of gotten into this new cycle of like doing work where for I'll do work for like 25 minutes, then take a break for 10 minutes, and then kind of just go in and out of that. I feel like that's been working for me, and I'm able to focus and do my work um, a lot more. And I'm spending a lot less time on my phone and kind of more on my laptop and computer, just cranking out work. And I feel like I've seen results. Like I have this anthropology class, and I think I've talked about it before in the classes I'm taking this semester. And I have this anthropology, so and I took an exam for it like a week ago or a week or two ago, and I last week on Tuesday I got the exam scores back, and we at my school use Canvas, and you can see the grade dispersion, and you can see the highest grade and the lowest grade, and I was pretty happy with myself because I saw that the highest grade was my grade, and I was pretty proud about that. The amount of work that I put into that class, it felt pretty good to see that, with all the, I don't know, I would say, I don't know, like all the kind of negative things and kind of the bad things that have been going on in my life, going on in the past couple of weeks. Um, I think another thing that just has gotten back to me and just has kind of put me into the state is like I just been thinking about my past and like why I do the things that I do, and just seeing how anxious I've been my whole life. And I don't know, it's a struggle, I feel, just um to feel like not anxious and I guess like proud of what I'm doing. Um, because a lot of time my family, they're like, "Oh my God, you're uh you're doing good," because they I told them about my grade and getting the highest score and then getting it to slow, and they were really proud of me. But I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, kind of empty in it. At first, I was like excited and I was just like pacing around because it was like, whoa, I got into school. But I don't know, it's hard sometimes. And I feel like as time keeps passing, like time is passing me by so fast, and I'm trying to enjoy this time that I have, but I also hate the situation that I'm in. So it's kind of this like tug and war where it's like, oh, I want to stay in this moment, but it's like I want time to move by fast because I don't want to be in this situation forever, and I want to be I don't know, successful. And I guess this is kind of teaching me patience and just like being able to adapt to situations. Because I feel like I've let this anxiety that I have just take over, and it's just been really hard. And this week, I think I started to do a little better. On Friday and Saturday, I didn't really do anything, and then on Sunday, I did this quiz that I needed to do, and I spent a lot of time studying for that earlier, and I was just like, all right, I think I'm good, and then I just took it, and I gotta wait for back for the grade, but I got to just remember, um, sorry, I'm messing with this thing. Um, just remember, just have to enjoy the time and realize that there's times where I have to learn to balance my life. Like, I can't just be going all in on one thing. And even though I want to, it's just not humanly possible to be doing all the things that I want, especially right now when there's like so many other things in my life going on. And I just got to learn to balance it all. And I just like, I just, like when in those times when I do get anxious, I got to realize what it is that I want and what it is that I'm willing to like sacrifice for what I want. And I don't know, I think another thing is like I compare myself a lot to people, and that's kind of like um from my like some like family stuff. But I compare myself to a lot to people, and I think that gives makes me worse because like I want to work hard. I see my friends working hard, and it's like, oh, I want then I can't work as hard as I can because um I'm getting I'm getting like agitated with the amount of work I'm doing, and then I'm just doing the same thing over, and my brain is just like turned to mush by that point because it's like it doesn't want to do anything. And I got to realize how to balance those situations and um, how to, after I take a break, how to get back to work and feeling the same way I did when I first started in the morning. And I think a lot of it has to do with me being at home, because I'm taking these online classes, and two of them or whatever, they're like, I just um, do some, like, I have a communications class, and I just do like discussion posts, and I have to just like do that. And then there's this other class where I have just like these assignments and these like, weekly readings, and then sometimes I'll have a discussion post to like talk about like what's going on, and it's for history class. And then for my anthropology class, I find that pretty easy for me. Like I just do a study guide and a lab each week, and it isn't that hard. And but I have this programming class, and I struggle with programming, and especially because it's online, so it's reaching out to the teacher, and just when I don't know what the next steps are when I'm coding, it's a lot harder to find resources, and I feel like that's what takes up my time, and it gets me in the cycle where I don't want to do it, and then I just end up staying late just to do it, and having to bite the bullet. And I think another thing that helps with that is just like setting what time I want to do this in my head, and it's like because I find a lot of time if I have an appointment at 2, then I feel like it takes up a lot of my day, and it makes me remember to do it. And I write it down in my notes to remember what it is that I have to do, and it just makes it a lot easier than stressing about it and try to remind myself about that assignment, because at that set time then I have freedom to do, or at that set time, um, when that time passes and I'm in it, then I can think about it, and then allows me time to relax and just to cycle through it. But I'm still kind of learning how to relax and just like um, enjoy it. Um, but I think that's kind of it for this episode. I don't really have much to talk about. I was just kind of giving some life updates and what I've been doing. Also, um, like I said on last Sunday, I was procrastinating, and the reason I didn't want to do it. Also, I didn't get home till like really late on Sunday, because uh, on that Saturday and Sunday I was hanging out with friends, and then um, I kind of wanted to enjoy that more than just kind of sitting down and doing work, because my friends they got back from they were on their spring break and they were back in town, so I don't really get to hang out with them during the school year, or see them as often as I want to, and because of school and um, I just kind of find that I found that more as a priority. So I just want to say sorry and thank you guys, and please continue to watch.